I got issues, and so do you. What's up, y'all? Christopher Harrell, and work with ChrisHarrell.com. Man, guys, for the next couple of days, I'm gonna do something different, and I don't even have a true rhyme or reason why I'm doing this. It's just that there's so much BS, guys, going on the internet. Yes, I said BS, and I'm a Christian, but I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100, guys. There's so much BS going around on the internet, guys, and I just wanna be open and honest with you. I just want to be open and honest with you guys, because a lot of folks are put on the cameras, a lot of folks write these articles, a lot of folks do these posts and marketing online. You know, let me back up a taste. I'm in a work from home business and a home-based business profession, right? But it hasn't all been daisies and roses and just perfect for me since I've been in this thing. I've been in almost a year now, and what I'm going to do, guys, is just share some things with you to keep it real. You know, the short time I've been in here, there's a lot of phony people out there. People come online, they'll get on video and they'll tell you, yeah, I'm making $30,000 a month, and they just started a business a couple of weeks ago. Or they get online and they tell you, hey, I just got 150 leads in my business. And you know, this person probably hasn't generated 1 or 2 leads in their business. Or they're just phony, guys. So, and I'm sure most of you are smart enough where you can see the real from the real and the fake from the fake. But I said, you know what? Let me just be open and honest with everybody. And just about things going on in my life. Because that's what I'm attracted to, somebody who's real and open and honest. And not somebody who's trying to pretend to be somebody who they're not when they turn on the camera. But when the camera's off, they go back to living that true life. You know, on camera they live in this phony life, this Hollywood life, this actor life on camera, or when they post in links or things of that nature. But in reality, the life is a living hell. The life is crap. But they're faking it till they make it. And I realized that, you know what? I thought about doing it a long time ago too. But one of my mentors told me that that's not the route you want to go. Just be real and honest with the people. And that's what I'm going to do now, guys. So I don't know for how long, for the next couple of days or so, I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm going to talk about issues going on in my life so you can know exactly who Christopher Sean Harold is from the heart. You know, that way you know I'm the same person that you see on camera. And if you ever meet me at an event, or you ever come to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you ever meet me in person, I'll be the same exact person that you would meet in person. And, you know, as anybody that knows me, anybody's part of my business, anybody's part of my team, they know I'm the exact same person that they see in person. But a lot of you guys don't know that. So I don't know for how long, but I'm just going to talk about issues going on in my life currently right now. And hopefully it may, if one person is watching this, maybe it can bless your life, maybe it can speak to you, maybe it can minister to you. I don't know what it is, but I just feel that I need to be as open and honest about issues going on in my life. And I'm going to talk about all kinds of issues. So, and each day is going to be a different issue because there's a lot of crap, a lot of issues, a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations going on in my life. And if someone doesn't have anything going on in their life, you kind of got to question how honest they are. But that's the introduction to this quote-unquote series, or whatever you want to call it, called I Got Issues and So Do You, because we're just alike. It doesn't matter if I make $3,000 in a day, if I make $0 in a day, which I have, or if I go and make $10,000 a month, $30,000 a month, or whatever you're making. It doesn't matter. Everybody got issues. And one of the issues I'm going to talk about right now is some issues going on in my life with my family. Right now, guys, things have actually been better for the last week or so, but I got some marital issues going on right now in my life. And truth be told, most of my marital issues are self-induced. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been married. God willing, it'll be, what's today, the 3rd of September. It'll be 11 days. I hit 11 years of being married. And prior to me meeting my wife, I was a very promiscuous individual. it's funny that when I grew up in high school, I was not in the in crowd. You know, I was always kind of an outcast, and I think that's why I kind of rebelled, because all through grade school, elementary school, and junior high, I had good grades, number A's, and I played sports, the whole nine: baseball, football, basketball. Tried to run track, but I wasn't the fastest dude. But when I got to high school, my grades started to drop, and I don't know if it was that when you hit 15 or 14, 15, 16, and you want to be accepted. But I was the type of individual that I didn't have many girlfriends at all in high school, and I think that did something to me. What happened was that I grew up with both of my parents, but there was a lot of problems in my house. You know, my dad wasn't the most faithful guy to my mom. He also emotionally abused her and physically abused her as well. And so I saw all this growing up. But for some reason, I kind of rebelled. I was a kid with a good head on my shoulders, but I started hanging out with Crips. I was intrigued by that lifestyle. And I started hanging out with guys that was in gangs. Even though I still grew up with both parents, I grew up in a middle-class home. I didn't grow up poor. You know, we were not rich, but I wasn't poor. But I was attracted to their lifestyle. And for some reason, I kind of left sports. I was very good in baseball. I was an all-star baseball player. But when I got to high school, I lost confidence, I guess, because other guys used to mess with me and mock me and things of that nature, because I had long legs. They used to call me Turkey Frog. I can laugh about it now, but actually I was scarred and wounded for many, many years, and I'm just now kind of getting out of this healing moment. The reason why I'm able to be open with you guys right now, and this is rare, because I'm actually in a training right now in a church, and it's called A Daily Choice. Overcoming life, controlling problems. And I've been in this course here for about 8-9 weeks now. Even when I went out of town for my business trips, you know, I missed those sessions, but since I've been back home, I've been going to these sessions. And I was trying to give you a background of what's going on in my life. And so, throughout high school, I was mocked, and I never had girlfriends. And so, it was crazy. When I graduated, I actually lost my virginity the night I graduated from high school. I was 17 years old. And throughout my time in high school, I was getting kicked out of school. I was getting in trouble because I was hanging with the wrong guys. I don't know. I was trying to find myself. I was lost, trying to find myself. I wasn't in the in crowd. I wasn't in the cool crowd. I was trying to find myself. And for some reason, I didn't have a lot of girlfriends. I had a couple, but we never had sex, anything like that, right? And I lost my virginity, I think, on my graduation night, which is crazy, and nobody really knew that until now the whole world's going to know. But hey, that's 20 years ago. But when I lost my virginity, I was just turned into a whole other person then. And I started seeing women as nothing but just sex objects. And it got worse once I joined the Air Force. I joined the Air Force later on that year after I graduated, because I was getting in trouble. I was doing shootouts with people. I was going to parties, doing shootouts. I was doing drive-bys. Actually, this is so crazy, guys. I actually shot my Little League baseball coach doing a drive-by shooting at Church's Fried Chicken. So we got to an altercation. Me and my buddies got to an altercation with some other guys at a party. My pistol was taken. I went home and got my dad 12-gauge shotgun. I came by to the drive-by when there's busted on cats, and I actually shot my Little League baseball. He was fine. He was fine. I actually shot my Little League baseball coach while he was trying to order some chicken at Church's Fried Chicken, where you guys were hanging out at. And my house got shot up that night. These guys came back and retaliated, shot up my house. And I just kept having altercations with people. And I realized that if I didn't leave town, I was end up going to either me getting killed or somebody in my family getting killed or me killing somebody. And so I decided to look into the Air Force. I had some relatives to join the Air Force. I knew I was way beyond smart enough to join the Air Force. So I joined the Air Force later that year, and I got stationed in California, and I got turned out. That's my first time leaving home, The women out there love to see a military man, and I grew up in church and everything like that. But once I got to California, all bets were off. I mean, women were throwing themselves at me. It was just so easy to fornicate and have sex with so many different people out there, and I went buck wild. I went buck wild. I was in California about for 3 years, and I got stationed overseas. Over there, I was the same way, buck wild. Then I got stationed back in California again, and for another 4 years, I was buck wild again. You know, I mean, literally having maybe 2 or 3 women every single week, new women every single week. It was like that easy out there. And I'm just wild, very promiscuous. And then when I had relationships, I had like a couple girlfriends. I was never faithful to them because I just couldn't be. It was just too easy to have other females. And so when I met my wife, upon myself getting discharged from the military because I got caught with weed on the base, that's a story for a whole other day. But I met my wife then, and I was getting discharged from the Air Force and with the general, and she was like the first person I saw. I said, man, I actually could be faithful to her. And we've been on each other, like I told you, we'll be married for 11 years next month, and we've been on each other for 13 years. And we dated, and we was together. She was the only woman that I've never slept around on. But all throughout this time, I struggled with lust. Because I've never been faithful to a woman. I've always been an individual that if I saw something I like, I went after it. And so I struggled with lust. And that had a lot of effect on our marriage. I was very flirtatious with women. Since I didn't have a lot of females in high school, I always fiended for attention of women. I always wanted the attention of women. And so I sought that attention from women. And since I sought that attention from women so much that I used to see how far could I go, you know. And then when it got too deep, I tried to run away from it. But that caused a lot of problems in my marriage, you know. And at times too, I was pretty superficial, you know, because I wanted my wife to look a certain way the entire time. You know, when I first met her, I want to look that way the entire time because being superficial, you know. But it got to the point where we went to counseling for a couple of years ago. We thought things were fixed. It wasn't. I had ex-girlfriends finding me on Facebook, you know, messaging me on Facebook telling me they miss me and all this kind of stuff, and my wife would find it and she'd think I'm reaching out to them. It was just craziness, you know. But I can't lie, the attention made me feel good. And even when I started my home business, you know, I have a lot of partners that are a lot of females, a lot of attractive females, and they give me a lot of attention because I've been successful in the business, you know, and I'm one of the leaders on our team, and it makes me feel good. And since I struggle with lust, it just piles upon piles upon piles. And when my wife having issues, my wife has her own issues as well. You know, we are all different things that we're growing through. Is that it could be a struggle. And so I decided to take this class here initially. There's a lot of issues I want to talk about, but my one issue was to try to get over this lust thing. Don't have any drugs or alcohol problems, but it talks about lust. And so the issue with lust that I'm trying to break, because my dad was never faithful, and I'm trying to break that curse in my family. I'm trying to break that curse, number one, as a black man, being married to a black woman. I got 2 kids, an 8-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old son. I'm trying to live the life in front of them that they need to see from a father and from a black man. And so it's not easy. So, but that's something that I've struggled with, something that God has taken away from me now, and our marriage now has been getting a little bit better, but we struggled a lot. We went weeks upon weeks without having sex. It's very tough. I kind of push the line sometimes, guys. So that's an issue that I got going on right now. Hey, my video's about to cut off now, guys, but that's an issue that's going on with me right now. Check in tomorrow. I'm going to give you part 2, guys. I'm going to give you part 2 of this, and we're just going to go for however long we can go. So like my videos, post your comments below, subscribe, check me out, guys.